It's hard to know what's fact and what's a game of telephone with the history of Longhorn Cavern, but it's all interesting. It supposedly got its name because a herd of longhorn fell to their death through a large opening in the ground where the entrance to the cavern now is. Bison and mammoth bones have been found in the cavern underneath the biggest sinkhole, which used to be accessible at ground level, and that's the only spot in the cavern where a substantial amount of bones have been found, which leads archaeologists to believe that people over 14,000 years ago were using that sinkhole to run animals into as a form of hunting. The Comanche used the large council room in the cavern to chip off chert rock from the walls, which they used for arrowheads, spear points, knives, and tools. There's a story of Comanche kidnapping an 18-year-old girl named Muriel King in 1849 and retreating back into the caverns, where 3 Texas Rangers snuck in and had a back-and-forth fight and were eventually able to retrieve her, and Muriel supposedly ended up marrying one of those Texas Rangers. During the Civil War, Confederate soldiers used the cave's main room as a gunpowder factory and used bat guano in the making of their gunpowder from the millions of Mexican free-tailed bats that used to occupy the cavern. Legendary train robber Sam Bass allegedly used the cave as a hideout in the 1870s and would ride his horse right into the cavern, and there were stories that he hid $2 million somewhere in the cave. And in the 1920s, a local businessman opened up a dance hall in the largest room and built a 2,000 square foot wooden dance floor in the cave. He had a restaurant and a bar, and he would lower food and drinks down through one of the pit entrances. And there were bleachers in the cave at one point that supposedly a preacher would use to accommodate his congregation for Sunday services. Quite the history in Longhorn Cavern.